Welcome to Nigeria, where the hustle is real and the jokes write themselves. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, land of jollof rice, Nollywood dramas, and more hustle than you can shake a stick at. We've got it all: oil, music, fashion, and enough entrepreneurial spirit to make your head spin. But our economic story, oh boy, that's a roller coaster ride you won't soon forget. Imagine a country where everyone's got a side hustle. You're a banker by day, a DJ by night, and on weekends you're selling the tastiest suya this side of the Sahara. That's Nigeria in a nutshell. We're resourceful, resilient, and always ready to make a deal. But it hasn't always been easy street. We've had our fair share of ups and downs, from colonial exploitation to military coups, and enough corruption scandals to make your head spin faster than a Fela Kuti song. So buckle up, folks, and get ready to explore the wild and wonderful world of Nigeria's economic journey. It's a story of struggle, triumph, and the unwavering belief that tomorrow will be better than today. Let's rewind to the days of colonialism, shall we? The British, those ever so polite invaders, they came, they saw, they took all our stuff. They claimed they were bringing civilization and tea, but mostly they were interested in our resources. Rubber, palm oil, you name it, they shipped it all back to their little island. Now don't get me wrong, they did leave us with some things. A love for tea, guilty as charged, a questionable railway system, and a bureaucracy that moves slower than a snail in a traffic jam. But hey, we learned a thing or two from them, like how to negotiate a deal, even if it's under duress, how to rock a three-piece suit in a tropical climate, and most importantly, how to gain our independence. Historian: in 1960, we finally kicked the British out. Nicely, of course, we're all about that peace and love. It was time to build our own nation, forge our own path, and show the world what Nigeria could do. Little did we know, the real adventure was just beginning. Fast forward to the 1970s, the era of bell-bottoms, disco fever, and oil. Black gold, they called it. And boy, did we have a lot of it. Suddenly, Nigeria was rolling in petrodollars, living the high life. We were the cool kids on the block, throwing lavish parties, building skyscrapers, and driving fancy cars. Economists? But here's the thing about sudden wealth. It's easy come, easy go. We became a bit too reliant on oil, like that friend who wins the lottery and forgets how to budget. We didn't invest enough in other sectors, and when the oil prices crashed in the 80s, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty. The good times didn't last forever, and we learned the hard way that true wealth comes from diversification, not just relying on one source of income. It was time to get back to our entrepreneurial roots and explore new avenues for growth.
From groundnuts to tech startups, diversifying the economy. So we'd been burned by the oil roller coaster, and it was time to diversify our portfolio. Remember those groundnuts the British were so fond of? Well, we decided to keep them for ourselves and build up our agricultural sector. From cocoa beans to cassava, we've got a bounty of natural resources just waiting to be harvested. But it's not just about farming anymore. Nigeria's got talent, and I'm not just talking about our world-class musicians and athletes. We've got a new generation of tech-savvy entrepreneurs building innovative startups, creating apps, and disrupting industries. From fintech to e-commerce, Nigerian startups are making waves both at home and abroad. We're embracing technology, fostering innovation, and showing the world that Nigeria is more than just an oil-producing nation.
The challenges of being a giant: corruption, inequality, and the struggle for progress. Now let's be real, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Being a giant comes with its own set of challenges. Corruption, inequality, poverty, these are issues we're still grappling with. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. But here's the thing about Nigerians: we're a resilient bunch. We don't back down from a challenge. We're fighting for a better future, demanding accountability from our leaders, and working to create a more just and equitable society for all. It's a work in progress, but we're making strides. We're investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. We're empowering women and youth, and we're determined to build a brighter future for generations to come.
The spirit of Niger: resilience, innovation, and the power of jollof rice. Despite the challenges, there's a certain spirit that defines Nigeria, a spirit of resilience, innovation, and unwavering optimism. It's the spirit that drives our entrepreneurs, inspires our artists, and fuels our athletes to achieve greatness on the world stage. It's the spirit you feel in the bustling markets, the vibrant music scene, and the infectious laughter that fills the air. It's the spirit that says, we may not have it all figured out, but we're going to make the best of it. And of course, no discussion about Nigeria would be complete without mentioning the power of jollof rice. This spicy, flavorful dish is more than just food. It's a symbol of our culture, our hospitality, and our ability to bring people together.
Join the movement. Invest in Africa. Invest in the future. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the wild and wonderful world of Nigeria's economic journey. It's a story of challenges, triumphs, and the unwavering belief that tomorrow will be better than today. But this isn't just Nigeria's story, it's Africa's story. A continent bursting with potential, brimming with talent, and ripe for investment. So, to all you entrepreneurs, investors, and dreamers out there, I urge you to take a closer look at Africa. Invest in its people, its businesses, its future. Because when Africa thrives, the world thrives. And who knows, you might just discover the next big thing, seasoned with a little bit of that Niger magic.